Let's talk about Beauty and the Beast, one of my personal favorites Disney movie and its powerful message. Does anyone notice that magnificent stained glass at the beginning of the movie with Latin inscription VINCIT QUI SE VINCIT? That phrase means he who conquers himself conquers. The whole story is about inner transformation, ego death, rebirth, and power of love. Beauty is there to show us authenticity, and Beast is there to show us love. Both are the highest vibrations that always transform and change. When Belle ended up as a prisoner, she was already caged in her little town, little village, where a simple-minded guy like Gaston was hotshot. She didn't have a purpose there beside the love of her father. So that same love for her father exchanged her to be the prisoner. Belle was wise enough and well-read enough to understand it's an enchanted castle. She was curious and also brave, so she decided to exchange because she understood she would have the better luck than her father as a prisoner. Of course, there's a lot of bravery behind this. Beast never really developed a character. How could he, surrounded by all the yes men? Of course, that's why destiny made him find his character. So, Belle didn't just stay there. She did not stay there for Beast. She stayed there because of commitment. So, while she was there, she decided to make the best out of the situation. She was open about who she is, gracious woman who loves to read. And then she was here in her powerful presence, Beast was here, and he was slowly starting to man up. Even though they had a beautiful night, the dance, the music, the beautiful gown, when he asked her if she's happy, she was. But there was one important ingredient missing: freedom. Freedom is prerequisite for love. So she still, thank you, I see you, I hear you, Beast, but I still want my freedom, because in my freedom I can choose you. And that is the growth of Beast, where he finally understands love cannot be forced. You cannot just hold people prisoners and hope that they will love you. You need to let them go. And that is what real love does. Real love doesn't enable. Real love is not codependency. Real love is not forcing. Real love is awakening and liberation. And because he finds love beyond himself, beyond the tiny ego love that he constantly had for himself, he finds love towards Belle more than he ever felt. He was able to let her go, knowing she might never return. And because Belle did not abandon herself because of the fear, she stayed in her authenticity. They both stayed into the high vibrations, and that's a magical point of transformation. So, because they both choose themselves, choose to win over their flaws, their vices, their weaknesses, they could completely free, choose each other, and live love. So, magic happens when we stay authentic. Magic happens when we choose love. Hope this was an interesting point of view of Beauty and the Beast. See you again!